What's up, my peoples? I'm Go here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to the Just Transform It video for Devil Saviour Sweeping. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So, to begin, we're going to just push this down. We can bring these up to get these out of the way. You're going to remove the guns from the back and put those off to the side. And we can commence. So you want to split this section right here. Just pull one side up, one side down, and untab that. Just bring that out. You want to come here, and this little section is just sitting in a groove. So you just kind of loosen that out, and then you just rock this back, and then you bring this around, and this will tab in right here. Push that in. Like that, and then you take this whole assembly here and you just collapse it up on those hinges like that. And you're doing the same thing on the other side. Just going to split this, bring this around, just pull that back, and then swing this back, rotate this down until this tabs into place right there, and then collapse this up like that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take this section here, just extend it up. That will give you the clearance to take these side bits and swing them in and swing it in like so. Then you can just compress that back down like that. So once we've done that, we can take these sections here, the tread sections, and just wiggle them out. They tab in a couple places. It tabs in right up here, so undo that tab. It pegs in right in here as well. And also tabs in right in here. So just disengage all of that. Give a little wiggle until it comes undone, and bring that out like that. So now we'll work on the upper body, so just rock all of this up like so, and we'll get the upper body all situated here. So you want to bring his head up. These sections here you just want to angle forward slightly, bring this little section out, angle this forward, swing that out. As far as the hands go, you just unfold the section of tread. It's tabbed in right here, so just untab it and just swing this out. You can angle that however you want. And you just bring out his fingers, bring out these claws right here. This whole section will also rock down to open the hands up. You can bring that down. There you have an arm all done. Second verse just like the first. Again, you just untab that, swing it back. Do whatever you want with that, and just bring out his fingers, bring out his thumbs, bring that down, and there you go. So now you want to come right here, these sections right here. You're just going to pull this up slightly and then start rotating this little spike up as you're doing that. So rock that up and rotate the spike up and just bring that out like that. The same thing on the other side, just rock that up slightly so you can get this moving, and then bring this out like that. These little bits right here, you just angle up however you want, and there we go. So now we will work on his lower body, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip out this little tab right here on the side. And then this whole section will untab, swing around, and that will just tab in right in there to lock that into place. You then want to open up the cockpit section here. Bring that open. Bring these out so you can kind of angle all this in. Now this is going to sit, you can see there's a tab that's going to sit in this groove right in here, so just line all that up. And now that will just sit there like that. Same thing on the other side, just angle all that around and have it sit there like that. Once you've done that, you just come in here and this little section will pull out, unfold, and you just collapse this up like that, and there's this little tab here which is going to go into a little notch right in here. So just get everything lined up as best you can, push it in, like so. Then we can come back here, and you have these panels, which will just swing to the back, and swing that to the back. Then you have these sections here, which are going to swing in, and just meet in the middle. Just push them down like so, and then these little panels you just push in like that. And then we take this section here, swing this out. This little bit here will rotate around. This will become a stand for him, like that. And we are pretty much done. The last thing we're going to do is just, take the guns here. They're going to plug into his shoulders, like that. And this little section here, you can bring this up if you want to. And there you go. Make sure you give this like a good press down so it'll lock into place. And there you go. There you have sweeping in his robot mode. And now to get him into combined mode, we're going to try to get him standing first. First thing we're going to do is just remove the guns from his shoulders. You just take these and just kind of bring them down just to try to get them out of the way. These you want to collapse back down, so you want to bring these down and then rotate these in as you're bringing this down. So you're doing two moves at the same time here, so just bring that down like that, so it's sitting like so. Just bring that down and then just start rotating this around so it sits there like that. Stand here, we can rotate this back around and it's sitting back where it was. These panels we can flip back in for now and bring these little panels out here so that we can split these and bring these up and around like so. These panels you want to just kind of bring these out so you can get these ready to go, and this whole assembly here is a little hook here that you can grab onto so you can pull this up and just collapse this in and collapse all of that down like that, and then you can close this back up. Like that. Just leave those up so they can stay out of the way for now. So now we're going to work on his arm. So bring his arm straight out. This you can flip in, and this you can bring in the rest of the way, so it's sitting like that. What you're going to do with the arms here is you're going to take this panel, flip this back, you're going to untab this section right here. It helps if you get the thumb out of the way so you can grab it from both sides and just pull that little tab out. That will allow you to collapse the elbow in, and you want to make sure that this tab goes into this little notch right in here. So you just basically want to kind of start up here and then just kind of push it in so it sits like that. And you can just close that up, and there you go. Now as far as the thumbs go, you can bring this up, bring that down, and bring it up so it sits like that, and then you just rotate this 180 and that'll just sit up in there like that. The fingers are just going to come back like that. And this one's going to come back like so, and there's a little slot right here for a tab that's underneath the finger, so just locate that, and that should just sit in its place once you have it in the right spot. There we go. So that's going to sit like that. Now for the treads, you're going to bring this back, and you're now going to use this hinge right here, this lower hinge, to rock this to the side. There is a tab that will go into a slot right in here, although it doesn't work too well for me. But it's supposed to sit in that slot right there. And then you just bring the treads down, and it will collapse up, collapse under itself like that, and bring it down, and then this section will swing up like so. And there you have that side all done. Second verse is just like the first. So just bring the arm out, bring this in, bring that in, take this panel, bring that back, and open this tab up, which will allow you to then collapse this elbow in like that. Just close that up. Bring up the thumb, bring that down, bring that up, swing it around 180. Sits right up in there, like that. And you're just bringing the fingers back, like that, and like that. Again, you have that little tab slot connection right there. Like so. And then for the tread, just lay it down flat. You're using that, again, that bottom hinge, the lower hinge, and then theoretically tab it into this section here, which doesn't work for me. Bring that down, collapse that under, and lay it down flat. Swing this up, and there you have the arms ready to go. So now we're going to come to the backpack section here. So first thing we need to do is we need to untab the arms. So just rock that out like so. So they just untab like that. So you want to undo the whole backpack section here. It helps if you undo these right there, and then you just kind of grab this backpack section here and just give it a pull on either side. That should loosen up. I can get this out of the way for now. And that will all loosen up. Now you can bring this up, and you have these tabs which will go into these two slots right here. So just locate that. That will sit right there. Then you just swing the arms in. They'll tab in here, like that, and like that. And then you have multiple tabs and slots. You have a tab and a slot. You have a tab and a slot. And everything lined up just right. Everything should just drop right into place. There. And right there. Like that. There you go. Now we have the toes all done. Now we can sit like this, and we can move on to the rest of it here. So this section here is going to now slide forward like that, and then you bring these down, and that will lock that into place like so. You are then going to rotate this section around like that. You're just going to have this kind of angle like so. You can bring this little tread piece down if you want. And we're going to come back up here to the cockpits. We're going to bring that out so you have the clearance. Open this up, swing this around, and then just collapse this back in like so. You have this tread piece that will unfold, and you will bring it up and under, and it will clip onto this little metal bar that's right in here. So just bring it up and just push that up, and that will just clip in right there like so. Once you've done that, you have these pieces here which will come down and tab in. Actually, before we do that, we're going to bring these pieces up. So you have these sections here. You just want to pull this out, so we'll unpeg like that, and then pull these up. So just unpeg that and pull it up, and these will tab in right up in here. There are slots right up in here. So get all that located. Get that located, and then you just kind of push that down, and that will seat itself right in there like that. And once you've done that, now we can bring these sections down, and these will help to further lock everything into place. Push that in like that, and there you go. These little sections here you can just kind of push in the rest of the way. And once you've done that, you can then take this section here and just untab that, so this can swing down, and it'll just tab in right there like so. You can flip this down, and these little panels will just angle back like that. And once we've done that, we can then take his head, and that can just tuck back in right there. And then we just have to deal with these sections right here. You just want to bring it up. If it hasn't already done it for you, you do want to untab it and rock this back up. This is going to come up and under and swing in like that. That's how you want that oriented. So you have a tab that will go in right here. Just locate that, and then this will drop down, and there is, if you can see it, this tab that will go into this slot right here. It's not like a dead solid connection, it's just kind of a place for it to sit. So once you have everything in place, it should look like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Second verse is just like the first. So just bring that up and rock this whole assembly up. Bring that down, up and under, and tab that in, and just bring that down. And that should sit like that. Then the last thing to do, a couple last things to do, is take these panels here, bring them back. They will tab in right here, like so. Tab in right here, like so. Just gonna have more locking points here, like that. And once we've done that, we expose these ports, which will allow us to plug these guns into on either side. And there you go. There you have sweeping in his combined mode. And now to get him back into his alt mode, just going to undo all of this, untap this, just rock this down, and get all this out of the way. Undo all this, untab, bring that down, and get all that out of the way. Let's remove the guns, put those off to the side. There we go. So now we will come up here, and we will get that out of the way first so we can undo this tread piece. We can get it undone. Come on. There we go. Undo that, and just collapse that up. Like so. Bring this up, rotate around, collapse it back in, like that. And again, you can bring these up just to get these out of the way. Bring this up to get that out of the way, and undo these panels here. Bring them back to their original position. Undo these right here. Bring those up, and bring that up. And then you can rotate this around like so. You can undo these. And you want to make sure that these pieces stay on the outside here, so just swing those out so you can bring that in. Again, you just want to flex that out a little bit so it can tab in. Then bring that back in. Let's bring that out. Get that out of the way so you can plug that back in. Bring that in. And there you go. And then we can undo these. Bring these up. Get this up and out of the way so you can then slide all of this back like so. And then you can kind of close these back up for now. Just hold everything in place. And then you can just take this and collapse this back in like that. So once we've done that, you come down here, or up here rather, and undo all of this. So just kind of pull this up so you can get everything out. You can swing the arms out. Just pull this up so you can untab everything. And untab all of that. Again, let's get these pieces out of the way as best you can. And now you want to, okay, now we have to undo these to get these out of the way. So again, you're going to just collapse all of this down. Now these tabs will end up going into these notches right here on either side. So just collapse this down, make sure everything's out of the way. So you can do so. There we go. And make sure that those side tabs are located where they are supposed to be in there. Once you do that, you can just kind of grab one side and just kind of push it in. This part takes a little bit of doing. There we go. Get everything squeezed back together, and then you can tab those shoulders back in like that. So once you've done that, we can get the treads all set back up. So you're going to swing this section around, unfold this, bring this up, and just get this up and out of the way for now. You're going to swing the fingers back out. Okay, you want to untab this finger here so you can swing that out. Then you can swing this back around. That will just sit right there like that. Then you can bring this out and just unfold all of this. This pen will swing back out. This section here will go right over this tab to lock that into place. And once you've done that, you can swing this finger in like that, and then you're going to fold the tread up on this hinge here, the one that doesn't have the screw, and this will tab in right into the side here, like that. And once you've done that, actually this finger is going to come up like that, and then you're going to angle this like so. And this one is going to just come around and sit right there, like that. And then this section here, we'll just swing so it sits flat, like so. And there you have that side all done. Second verse is just like the first. So unfold that tread, like so. Bring that up, get that all out of your way. Bring the fingers out to again get them out of your way. And then all this will swing around, like so. Just open that up and unfold the elbow. Move this panel up, close that up, lock that into place, and then bring all this around, swing that tread around. I'll tab in right there. This finger will just come up and again just angle like that. This one will just come back like so. There you go. Now you flip this head in like that, and then all of this will just collapse down. You can then take these and lock all this into place right here, like so. This little tread piece, you just fold that back like that. Make sure everything is sitting straight. And then the last thing to do is just take these treads. Well, it's not the last thing to do, it's almost the last thing to do. Again, this will tab in right up in here. And then you have a post that will locate right here. And you have this little tab that will locate right up in here. So just get everything lined up, and everything should just fall right into place. Like that. Same thing on the other side. Bring that up. And that will tab in there. Plug in there. And that finger will plug into the side right there. Like that. And there you go. Again, make sure these little boxes here are sitting flat. Like that. So now we are going to work on the front part here. So again, you just want to pull this up and unfold these side pieces here and lock those into place like that. Now you can just slide that back down. And once we have that done, we come to these sections here, unfold it, bring that up, and this will rock forward, and you want this section here swung under like that. And again, there's a little groove right in there that this is going to sit in, so you just work that in just like that, and that's where that's sitting. Once you do that, these two sections here will lock together like so. And of course you do the same thing on the other side. You just unfold this, bring that back, bring this around, bring this under, like that. Locate that into its little groove, like so. And then these will tab in. Make sure these little tread pieces here are also tabbed in. There's a little tab. There's a little tab in these. You can see there's this little tab that goes into this. Little notch right there. So just make sure those are tabbed in. Nice and solid, so all that stays together. Lock everything together. You can bring these panels down like so. So you just lay flat like that. Bring that up. And then we just take the guns, plug those into the back for storage. And there you have Sweeping back in his alt mode.